When I first met Balde, I was about 16 years old, 17. I was a high school student at Roma High School, and I was a part of a program called Upward Bound. It was a program meant for disadvantaged students, kids with disabilities, and people that were just disadvantaged in regards to maybe not having the same opportunities as everybody else, more likely to drop out. Balde goes and he speaks about going to college, and he had this charisma about him. He had a very similar life story than my own. He was raised by his mother. So was I. He knew very little English and had a little bit of difficulties in high school. So did I. And he wanted, he became a lawyer, and I wanted to be a lawyer more than anything else at that point in time. And then he said something that totally changed my life forever. He said the following words. He said, I went to a place called Sul Ross. And that sounded so cool. I've never heard a university that sounded as awesome as that. And just based off of those two words, I wanted to go there. This guy was just like me. This guy made it. I'm going to do what he did. I'm going to go where he went, and I'm going to make it. He had a way that when he spoke to people, he energized them, and he energized me. He talked to us about las ganas, and about helping out his community and taking a bus full of kids to go and visit the university. And it inspired me to want to do bigger and greater things with my life. I still wanted to be a lawyer at that point in time, and everything that this guy touched turned gold in my eyes. So I wanted to be like him. The day before I left, I called him up to let him know I was leaving. And he asked me to come by to his law firm. So I came by, and he asked me, oh, well, so you've seen the campus and everything? And he couldn't believe the words that came out of my mouth when I told him, no, I've never seen it. and I told him, the way you describe the place made me love it. So I know I'm gonna like it. You liked it, I know I'm gonna like it. And when I went, everything that he had talked about worked out in my favor. Everything that he propped up for the university and the smallness of it, the comfort of it, the community of it, made me feel at home. Every person that he had directed me to came out to assist me as well. So he had a huge network. He was a huge assist for me everywhere I went. And I could definitely say that if it wasn't for Balde, I probably wouldn't have become a success, both in college and afterwards. He was a huge help. So we met up at our campus. He delivered an amazing speech. What was it? The three F's of life. What was it? You need facts. You need faith. And what was that third one? Philosophy. Which, well, it made everybody laugh at Sul Ross, but that was cool. He inspired a lot of graduates that were about to get out of campus with a degree, and hearing about a person's great accomplishments, not just being a good lawyer, but also a mayor of a town, a person that always comes back to his roots at the college and brings people from his high school and all these local areas to go and see the place is something that everybody loved to hear and appreciates him for. People always talk about Balde in a very positive manner. They're very warm-hearted towards him, very impressed by him. I'm definitely, all those things as I'm with him and I've had all these experiences with him, I feel very blessed to have experienced a lot of things thanks to him. There's no fakeness or like, what are you gonna do for me because I'm doing you these favors? It's a very genuine gesture of like, hey, come on, hop on board and let's get you home. When you think of Balde Garza, I usually think of a very humble person, knowledgeable, experienced, willing to share his whole life, and he's always upfront about everything. I've never seen him boast about his achievements, trying to prop himself up. I've never heard of other people talk negatively or in any way discouraging anything that he's ever done. Quite the opposite. I've always heard people talk with warm hearts and nothing but love about Balde. Whether it's here in the Valley, back in West Texas, anywhere I go, if anybody hears the name Balde Garza, it's probably synonymous with hard work, with endurance, and I want to be that guy. So Balde Garza is definitely a big motivation for me. He's a person I look up to. He's a big leader of our community, and there should be more people like him in positions of leadership and leading our people to a better place, and he can definitely do that.